afternoon. This is Nani from Booties and Bonnets. Thanks for joining me today. I thought it was a perfect day to show some of my, a couple of my dollies, and I did crochet a cute little sweater that I'm going to have to show you. It turned out really cute, and so I just thought I'd start by showing you some of my little shelf with some of my other dollies that I collect. I'm big into antique dolls, and I also collect children's books. I love reading books, as you all know, and here you can see some of my my little shelf, and I have a little bunny that I crocheted over there. He's kind of in peaches and mint color, in mint colors, and so yep, he's just enjoying himself there, or herself, next to my antique dolly that I have. I think she was probably from the 1940s, possibly, that my mom gave me a while back. So anyway, so I'm going to turn you around this way a little bit. I don't want to make you dizzy. And I've got my two sweet babies here. I'm joined by Deandra and little Willow, and I love this pillow. It says enjoy the little things, which when I saw this pillow, I just really fell in love with it. I love the colors and the little flowers, and so I wanted to show you my little dollies all bundled up for fall. Now that fall is definitely here, so I'll come and sit over here so I can join you. And I want to welcome everybody for coming and watching. And I love this hobby. I love my dollies. And lately I've been into organizing and maybe tossing some things out, like papers or, stuff that just accumulates over time. So it's a good time to do those kind of things. Yeah, the leaves are off the trees. Can you believe that? But yeah, we're almost into the middle of November, and we had a very nice summer, and I love the warm weather, but I am ready for winter. I guess we all have to be if we live up in the northern states. So I decided to bundle a couple of my dollies up in their nice warm outfits. And I had bought this multicolored yarn, and I was trying to think what I could make with it, and so I decided I'd try to crochet a sweater with it, and I think it turned out absolutely adorable. I love the colors. It looks like rainbow colors with the greens and the blues and lavender and yellow and pink. And the little girl wearing this, her name is Willow. I don't think I've shown her a whole lot on my channel, but she's the Laura Lee Eagle's little Charlotte. And I love this little girl. I adopted her from someone in the community, maybe a couple years ago. And I just absolutely love her little face. She just looks so realistic, and she was painted by a Russian artist, and I even love the way she kind of put like veining around her nose, so it makes her very realistic. But so anyway, I thought, well, she would be the perfect one to wear newborn sweater, so I decided to try to crochet a newborn sweater for her, and then a matching little cap. And I'm thinking I'm going to add buttons to this, so that, or like a little tie, so that it's closed up a little more. But I know I crocheted this. I like to crochet when I'm in the car and my husband is driving, and we're driving for long trips or something, and it's just very relaxing. And so I think this is a little sweater that I crocheted when we were on a long trip. And it takes me a while, though. I mean, I'm not a fast crocheter, but I sure love it. It's just very calming, relaxing. And But anyway, little Willow, I just adore this little girl. I love her little hands, how expressive they are, her little fingers. She's so realistic. Even my family even sometimes has to look at a doll twice, and they really think they look realistic. And so I'm lucky. I have a supportive family, and even my daughter and son, they know that I like my reborn dolls, so that makes me really happy. And but I decided to name her Willow. I think that's just a perfect name for her. There was a little girl I babysat. Her name was Willow, and I decided, that's just the perfect name for this little precious little girl. So, and she's got a little bunny that I found, and it's got a little rattle to it. So I thought she could hold the little bunny. Yeah, there she is. I love pinks and, pastel colors. But doesn't she look cute with that little bunny? And, and I did crochet her little booties too, which for me, again, I don't use a pattern or anything. I just kind of go for it and see what it turns out like. So that's always fun to do that. But I'm going to make sure we're on the camera. Yep, we're doing all right. There's a little bit of sun coming in. So, and then we have little Deandra here. Oh, I adopted her from an artist, and she's wearing the prettiest pink sweater. I did not crochet this one. I found this one at a thrift store, and I just love those pink buttons. They're kind of iridescent, kind of, I like that kind of shiny look to them. And I love this little girl. I'm trying to think, she's a Kira sculpt, and the other day I had to kind of dust her eyes because they were getting a little dusty, but her eyes look really pretty now, nice and clear. And what I did is I used a little bit of soap and a little warm water and a Q-tip, and I just kind of cleaned her eyes so that they wouldn't be so dusty. But I thought, that worked pretty good. And so yeah, I love this little girl. She wears size 3 to 6 months, so she's a little bigger girl. She's probably 23 inches, I would guess, or 20 inches. Yeah, I'd have to measure her, but don't you just love her little hands? I love babies with open hands too. She's got open hands, and so she can play with all kinds of toys, and I love her sweet expression with her lips. Her artist did a beautiful job. She's kind of a biracial baby, and so yeah, here's little Deandra, and that was her name when I adopted her. So I decided to keep that name. I just love that name. So I'm going to sit her down next to little Willow here. Yeah, there you are. There's little Deandra. They're good sisters together. But, so yeah, I've been kind of busy. My mom, they're having the school she went to is going to be 100 years old. The public school she went to. And so it was founded in 1912, and of course we're into 2022, so that makes it 100 years, and it's just a lot of fun. Yesterday I was over there, and she reminisced about her grade school years, and I wrote it down because they're going to be interviewing her about the school, or what were her favorite memories going to that school. And I didn't get to go to that school. I was in South America when I was about 11, and then we came up here when I was 12 or 13. So I was already into middle school. But it's fun to reminisce with my mom. She's always been one. She likes to talk about her past, and she's got very vivid memories of what her life was like back then. So it's a good time to sit and share stories, and that kind of a thing. And I've been enjoying lots of videos. I love watching other channels and their babies. It's just fun, you know. I love the variety. And yeah, and I want to thank everybody for the beautiful comments that I always get for my channel. And I want to make more videos if I can now that winter is coming. Is a good time to do that. I'm not currently working, but my husband is retired, so we get to spend a lot of time together, and this gives me a nice little little break. Or I just love playing with my dollies. I don't know if you feel the same way, about your dollies. Sometimes it's just nice to get away and be by yourself and change a couple dollies. And for me, it just brings back memories of when I was a little girl, and or when my kids were little. So yeah, those years have gone by very fast. So, but I thought today I'll read my first little Mother Goose book. And maybe I can read a couple little nursery rhymes here, and then we'll kind of make it a shorter video today. I'm heading over to my mom's in a little bit. So this one, it's called, see the cover, it's called My First Little Mother Goose. First little golden book. And I just love the pictures. I love the kitty, and I think that's a kitty, or else it's a squirrel. Must be a kitty cat, a piggy, hedgehog, I think, a turtle, and a mouse. I just love that. So there it is. So I'll read a little story, or read a couple little poems here. The phone was ringing. Sorry about that. It says, patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it and pat it and mark it with a B, and put it in the oven for baby and me. Oh, there's a cake. There's a... I'll be down in a sec. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm back. Yep, there's always a few interruptions. Okay, let's find something else here. So, yeah, I love this little poem, don't you? The patty cake one. And then we have Ring Around the Rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. See? Oh, there's little animals all in a circle having fun. So, anyway, I'll just read those two. Next time I'll read a couple more. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And Deandra and little Willow want to give everybody a little wave and hugs. And thanks for stopping by and watching. And I'll be back again soon. So everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.